What's up, you guys? Hi, it is October 22nd right now, and I'm getting caught my pants down, passing traffic, and when the speed limit's dropping from 70 to 55. I hate when that happens, because everybody goes faster than me when I'm in a construction zone, and you know, people don't have any sense of manners here. Bad enough that people dawdle and do like anywhere between 60 and 70 in a 70 zone. Anyway, we're on Interstate 476 heading southbound right now. We're going to be picking up a load in Souderton, Pennsylvania here at the JBS Swift facility. I was here just a couple of months ago, I would say, at this same shipper. I believe I did record that too. Now that came after I delivered in Lewiston, Maine. Anyway, we just got past the Quakertown exit right now. There's a warehouse or facility right there off that exit we just passed that we actually do cheese loads to. I picked up a load of cheese that was going there, but I never delivered it myself. I knew as soon as I had the load that I was going to probably get swapped off in favor of somebody who lives in the area and trying to get home or something. And yeah, sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Got swapped off to get somebody home. Alright, anyway, there were a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Related to my previous delivery video there in Syracuse, New York, at GNC. Alright, so one thing that I noticed that the mile markers, the last mile marker, well, I guess I would call it the first one in New York after you get in from Pennsylvania, is 496. But then when I go look on Wikipedia, it says it's only 385 miles across from the Pennsylvania line to the Massachusetts line. And the other thing that I thought was weird is that the mile markers went in the opposite direction. They go upward from east to west instead of from west to east like they normally would. So, yeah, that's another case of New York and its freaking weird ways of doing things. They all talk about California. Well, New York is just as bad. New Jersey too. And even the exit numbers don't match the mile markers. It's more like this is exit 1, this is exit 2, this is exit 3, even though, or like exit 7 could be at like mile marker 22 or some crap. Alright, we're not too far out. I think we do have, I don't know, maybe, I want to say perhaps 10 miles, if even that, before we'll be getting off the freeway. This is one of the dawdlers right in front of me. He passed me up earlier, then started dawdling behind other traffic. So I went around him, and now he goes back around me when we're in a 55 zone, of course. Alright, something else there I'm finding it's just more of an interesting observation, I guess I would call it. Now, don't make anything big out of this with race or whatever, but so when I was finishing that delivery video in Syracuse, and you saw me coming up to that Pilot Travel Center there over in Liverpool, I think is what it was called. And I had mentioned there's that restaurant there called Tilly's, and I'm like, I'm kind of curious what exactly it was. I couldn't make out whether it was a fast food joint or a sit-in type of place, because it kind of gave me the impression it was both. Well, anyway, after I get through parking, when I get through that video, I walk into the building. Now, it's just to demonstrate what the demographic is observed. I don't really care what demographic it is, but I'm just saying that different pieces add up to telling me that it's a certain type of community. And anyway, let me get to that. So yeah, I go in there, and I would say there are more blacks working there inside that pilot than you would find in my neck of the woods. We'll just say that. It was actually a good mix of people, it seemed like. There were some blacks, there were a couple of whites, or I think like someone who looked like it could have been Hispanic or something. So, yeah, it was a good mix. Now, I get out to the front and I start walking across the freeway to head over to that Tilly's place. Like, again, I have no idea what they even have to offer. All I know is the only thing that was in that area, from what I saw, was, aside from Pilot's own food, was that Tilly's place, McDonald's, and Little Caesars. Now, get to that in a second, though. Starting to make my way across over the top of I-81, and I see there's graffiti on the retaining wall right there by the on-ramp there for southbound 81. So I'm like, okay, this is probably not a really good neighborhood. Probably lower middle class neighborhood, I guess I would call it. And you got McDonald's right down the street. I mean, I'm not the one who makes these ads, guys. So don't shoot the messenger. If you ever look at a McDonald's ad commercial, you can tell that they target the black. They target black consumers particularly. I don't know why that is, but they do. Now everybody eats McDonald's, but yeah, it just seems like for some reason McDonald's has more of an affection to like targeting the black community with their ads. Yeah, check out the commercials. Tell me I'm wrong. All right, so that, and then Little Caesars. Little Caesars is a lower, like a cheap and nasty. I don't know if this plane's gonna end, but we'll find out. Cheap and nasty pizza. You know, so only generally, I mean, people in lower class communities, or maybe soccer moms or whatever, who are like, oh, it's just the kids eating the food, and you know, it's not me eating it, so who cares? Yeah, those are the kind of people who tend to eat at Little Caesars. So, you know, everything considered, you know, yeah, not just the employees at Pilot, but the demographic of drivers that I saw coming in as well, all led me to believe this was more of a, probably a little bit higher than proportion to the national average black population there. So I go inside this Tilly's place expecting more of the same. You know, not like I really give a shit. Like I said, I don't care what skin tone anybody is. You be respectful to me, I'll be respectful to you. I'll be friendly to everything, and I don't have a problem with, you know, so we all come from different backgrounds. We have all of our evils and goods and stuff, myself included, guys. Anyway, I walk up to this Tilly's, and I see on the sign there that they apparently specialize in chicken tenders. So I was like, okay, so it's like a fried chicken kind of place, I guess. I don't know. But I go up there, and I see they do have kind of like a drive-through lane up on the left side, and I go in there, and it's like a bar and grill type of place. Like, what the hell? And then I was even more shocked. I go in there, I mean, of course I'm expecting to find, again, a more middle class type of clientele there, I guess I would call it. Lower to middle class clientele. As soon as I walk in there and get in the bar, nothing but white folks with golfing apparel on. And I'm like, what the heck? Am I seeing right? Everything here leads me to believe this is like a lower middle class, heavier than the average black community here, maybe white and black mix or whatever, but a bunch of white people wearing golf apparel is definitely not what I expected to find when I walked in there. Yeah, just needless to say. Again, I'm not trying to stereotype, but you know, there's a lot of little details that you can pick up on that give certain little indications that make me wonder about it. Alright, so we're going to have to get off at the next exit. Trying to Alright, yeah, I had to try to remember exactly how the setup is to get over there. Last time I came down here and picked up, I took whatever that U.S. highway was, or whatever it is over there to the east of town, and worked my way in. This time I'm coming down the same way that I left there. Yeah, last time when I left there. Or that's the plan. Alright, but I will say that the place was really good. The server was good. And I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted. Well, you guys specialize in chicken tenders, so like I'm thinking that, but I'm also seeing that chicken parmigiana, and thinking, man, I kind of go for that too. So I tell the girl, like, I can't make up my mind between the two. And then she ends up telling me, oh, well, you can always go ahead and get the chicken parm and then add on like 3 chicken tenders with it. It's like there's like a side where you can add 3 chicken tenders to any meal for like $5 or whatever the hell it is. And I was like, all right, we'll go ahead and do that. And they had like, I guess regular buffalo and then some Asian style one that resembled a lot of orange chicken. I guess is the best way I can describe the flavor. That's actually the one I ended up going for. Alright, we do have our exits coming up. I don't think I overshot, so alright. It says we're 6 miles away. Trying to figure out how got Highway 63, Harleysville and Copesville or something like that. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I know it's a good truck route that I took last time though. But I'm just visualizing it. It doesn't look like it's the same route into there as I remember taking out of there last time. So I don't know. So we'll figure it out here. None of them are really designated truck routes, but I have to be able to get into there, and I know that it's truck legal to get over from here. And there's a truck coming off over the overpass right now, actually. All right, but anyway, going back to that restaurant, Tilly's. The chicken parm was actually pretty good. Maybe the noodles were maybe a little bit on the slippery side for my taste, but yeah, they were still good. And then, but the chicken itself, oh man, it had a nice flavor to it. I liked it. And the chicken tenders were cooked. They were fried just right, I guess I would say. Could have probably gone for a little bit more bite in the flavor, but yeah, it was still not bad at all. It's the same. I'm trying to figure out if it's the same on-ramp that I came in on last time. That might be. I need to slide over. Now, if it is the same one, should be like an extra, like an entrance over here just for cars only. Yeah, that might be it right there. So I don't want to confuse other people, so alright, this is suggesting I go turn right here on the Highway 63 westbound. But when I came through here last time, I came from that side, and I think that first light right there I turned on, so alright, looks like he's letting me over. Cool. Yeah, I had the yield sign and I knew I had to yield, but No trucks on that one. Interesting. Okay, either way, I'm gonna still end up on the same street that I would have ended up on if I'd gone the other way, but I'm just kind of curious about this one. What's this sign up here past the 40 sign? What am I finding? Brake retarders prohibited. Okay. Well, that's alright, because if I see that, I know that I'm on a good truck route. Because they're not going to post that kind of signage in an area that trucks aren't supposed to be on in the first place. They're going to make this right turn coming up here on Wambold Road or something like that. I think that's what it says. And brake retarder prohibition. I got 1.7 mile trip up here to looks like Allentown Road and State Route 1001. By the way, my load is ready to go. I ended up hanging out at a service plaza north of Allentown because I was getting a little tired, and I started like at 10 o'clock last night. But the issue was I had to stop at the TA in Binghamton, New York, and get 2 trailer tires replaced, and it took a good 4 hours before I was able to get in the repair bay. And I'm trying to keep myself on my normal awake sleep schedule because what works best for me is to shut down around 4 or 5 in the morning, whatever, somewhere around that ballpark. And then start driving in the evening. So if I'd continued running down here, it's not like it was that much further, 60 miles from that service plaza to here, but like, if I end up wanting to eat or something, I'd just as soon stay here. Trucks no right turn except for local deliveries. We've got 40 zone here, so this next light up here, maybe not. No, I think it's the next one. Yeah. Oh, it might be that late. I don't know. That might be Allentown Road right there. We're going to turn left there. And maybe a couple miles up the road on the right side will be the shipper. Right there on that same street, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it says I'm 1.8 miles away, so it should be... Okay, it's not this street. No, that's Schoolhouse Road. Okay, so it'll be the next one. What's that? Asher's Chocolate? Alright, so yeah, here we go. This light here, that'll be Allentown Road. We're going to turn left here. Franconia, 3 miles to the west. Yeah, I forgot what that other city town was. Started with an L. Landerson or something. Lakerson, or I don't know. Yeah, it is definitely this street that the shipper's on. Yeah, on the right side of the road. Anyway, while I was sitting in the service plaza, though, I got a message from dispatch saying that my load is ready, so we're good to go. I know I'll be able to just pick it up and get rolling with it as soon as we get in here. Elroy Road. Suspenders Bar and Grill. Small little place there. Kind of a quaint community here, it seems to me. Now, one that's probably more enjoyable to come to in the daytime, when you can actually kind of more easily see and take in the ambiance here. I've always had kind of a thing for small towns that, with some charm or whatever, I guess I would call it. Not sure I'd want to live in one necessarily, but I have a real appreciation for them at least. I don't know, maybe I would be okay with living in one, but I don't know, because I know some of you guys have experience living in small towns, and in small towns everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows everybody else's business. If it's bad business, yeah, you're going to have problems. So it's there's some caveats to being to doing that. That's why sometimes I'd rather be in a bigger area. All right, this is our entrance right here. Alright, we'll get checked in here, and we'll press on after that. Alright guys, we're gonna first, now we're gonna come up here, and basically the last row back there, we're all the way up to the end of the road here, take a left, and at the end there, basically turn right. Actually, you can really drop your empty anywhere up in that area, up in the back there, and then bobtail over to where the west end of the drop area is, I guess I would call it. Go check in, and you'll get your bills, and find your loaded. Now we can take a look if there are any JCT loadeds over here, but yeah, there's a JCT loaded right here. So we'll keep a note of that one. That is 6296. So that may be ours. I don't know for sure, but there's a possibility it could be. That or the first set of trailers you're going to see facing toward the building once we get past this turn. Down past that first path, whatever. I saw somebody coming. Oh, did he go the other way? I guess so. All right, so I want to say last time I came here, my loaded was right here in this area. I do see a JCT trailer sitting right there, but the reefer's not running, so that is probably an empty. So I don't know, maybe we'll find out it is probably 6296, unless they have more JCTs running over here somewhere else. Freaking box pisses me off. I can never it's hard to see any obstacles that might be around. Let's see, is this going to be a good spot? Yeah, it should be alright. It's a little on the tight side, but it should be okay. This is going to be one of those ones where I definitely want to be squared up as much as I can with the spot before the trailer goes between those two trailers. I might be a little late chasing it here, but Yeah, we're a little bit late. There we go. Okay, I'm intentionally biasing toward this trailer that's on my side. I know it looks like I was coming close to hitting it. I know I was getting close, but this is why I did it. That way I can square back up with the trailer and see what kind of clearance I have before I actually get in between these two. Oh yeah, we're good. It's not super roomy, but it's at least definitely doable. Let's put it a little bit more that way. Yeah, trying to make sure the sand shoes are going to end up on that pad there or whatever. I think I see a pad. Okay, let's get our fifth row released. Yeah, it's released. I just heard it. Alright, drop our bags. Okay, then we're just going to come right over here through the end of this row and we'll park, and then the office is right there in front of us. No parking anytime. Yeah. Am I supposed to get my bills in? Alright, so I'm going to get my bills and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are finally ready to roll here. Turned out the load was not ready. I'm not really sure why I was told it was, but maybe the CSR accidentally sent it to the wrong truck or something. Now, when I got the bills, when I went in to sign for the bills, my trailer was sitting over here in this second dock door. Turned out the trailer that I dropped is sitting in this door here right now. The one that I'm going to be grabbing was in door 42, but by the time I came out of the building, the shed driver had already picked it up and moved it, or he was on his way over, because I come out of the building, I saw the back of the trailer turning the corner up this way, so we ended up being here actually a full 10 hours. Now, but mind you, my drop dead time wasn't until 2 a.m., so it's not like, let's see, it's not over here. I know he came up this way with it because I watched it coming over this way. Anyway, yeah, I got the call about, I don't know, 25 minutes ago or something along that line. And then it took a bit for the guy to come back up to the guard, oh, is that it? No, it's 7402 or 746, 7482. Shut up. I don't need your help. No, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get that landing gear. So, but I do have as if it's not sitting too low or too high, whatever, I can always raise my suspension up extra and at least just pull it out of the way. And move just a little more forward so I can. I don't know if look like my drive tires might have started overshooting the center. Yeah, it's hitting low. Dang. Why am I not feeling anything yet? We'll see if my airbags will raise up enough where I can get the landing gear far enough off the ground where I can pull it out and get to the handle. But if push comes to shove, I'm going to have to push comes to shove, I might have to ask the shag driver. Come on. What you doing? Back up. Why are we not backing up? Oh, I know, I'm spinning. Need to lock my interaxle diff. Damn it. Let me, hang on. Lower my, well, like I'd say, it's not on there straight, so let me come back. Where's that in relation to my, should be, I mean, it should be good because I had like a good 28,000 pound load on the drive tires when I had the suspension raised. That's not locked in. What am I hitting? I'm gonna have to get out and look and see what's going on there. Alright, so I need to go the other direction. It's gonna lower my airbags. That mud flap always slanting upward kind of makes it give the illusion that the fifth wheel, that the trailer is sitting lower than it actually is, or actually whatever, something like that. Well, I have to actually drop the airbags below normal so I can even, come on, so I can even get the fifth wheel to go underneath the trailer. So
attention, a new important message has arrived.
That's not a bad thing at all because now I know if I have to drop my airbags to get underneath it, there's a better chance I'll need to, when I go to raise the suspension back up above normal, then it should have no problem getting the landing gear off the ground. Alright, now let's try this again. Alright, now we're good. Let's get hooked up and get out of here. Alright, so we got the just got through sliding the tandems. They were all the way up at the front stop, and you guys know I don't like the tandems all the way forward. I don't like them to be any more forward than the 40-foot mark, because the tail swing that comes with having them that far forward. So I'll go ahead and slide the trailer forward until we get to the landing gear lever more easily. There is enough room there for me to, oh, it's starting to slide down. Let's see, it might be far enough now. We'll find out. Landing gear's starting to scrape, but it might be enough room. Alright guys, we're ready to roll here. Yeah, so we're going to get the landing gear up. Let's see if my tandems are, yeah, we cleared that. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so got a couple different route options to get over. We're going to be taking 80 across. I haven't even mentioned where this load's going yet. It's going to the Lineage Logistics in Moss Landing, California. Moss Landing would be up north of Salinas. So we'll take a wild guess where I'm probably going to be reloading once I get through delivering this load. It is due on the 28th of October, and I think that seems like a lot of time, but I'm also running on recaps, and if I recall, I actually need the 1028 recaps to get it there, so should be just right for me to, you know, for what I need. I'll have to double check my hours again, but yeah, I know I'm going to need some of my 28th recaps, pretty sure of, to get there. It's due like 8 in the morning, so I shouldn't have any problems getting it there on time. Alright, so it's not that heavy a load. It's only 33,000 pounds, so it's one of those where it's, you know, it's a good idea to go ahead and scale it anyway, but I wouldn't say it's a super high likelihood that I'm going to scale overweight, so on anything. So I have a couple different route options here. One would be to take 476 to the north up past Allentown and get on I-80, and then just take 80 all the way across. Yeah, or I could even go up to Allentown and get on the turnpike and take the turnpike over to Carlisle and then drive through town there and then get on 80 from there. Alternatively, if I could also go south on 476 down toward Philadelphia and get on 70. It's a little bit longer route. Let's see, there's nothing hitting it. Alright, let me get my departure since, well, oh. Morning. Okay, so I think I got it backward, but I'm a little bit confused because last time I came through here, I went up to Allentown and went west from Allentown. To get up to I-80, I'll go further north. I think I only went to Allentown to scale the load because that was the closest cat scale. It's 717 from here to Cheyenne, which is a common spot that both routes that I would be taking, possibly, that's a common point where they both go. 1725 if I go down to King of Prussia and then go across over to I-76, I think, or whatever it is. Or if I go up, it's $16.99. But now, yeah, it's only 34,000 pound load. So far, my load gauge is indicating the same. I know the last two row of pallets in the trailer were not that close to the back of the trailer, so I know it can't be that heavy on the tandem, especially when that last pallet is not even that tall either. So I have good reason to believe that there aren't going to be any skill issues. Now, I naturally would think I'd want to take the slightly shorter route. However, the I-80 route, keep in mind, I would have to deal with Southbound, Gary, the whole South Chicago region. A lot of more traffic in that area there, and there's a better chance I'll get slowed down in that area. So it might not hurt to do the extra 26 miles and go down to King of Prussia and work my way across over to the I-76 or the Penn Turnpike, and then just scale the load whenever I go. I could probably just scale it in Carlisle, because I'm going to have to get off of 76 and drive through Carlisle and right past the Petrol and Love's truck stops over there just to get to I-80 anyway. I can knock out two birds with one stone. Get a restroom, a drink break, or whatever while I'm there, and also scale it. And then head out from there. I can actually take I-70 across that way as well. I will have, if I take 70, I will have Indianapolis to deal with and their crop. So there's another reason to wonder if it might actually be better to go ahead and just deal with Chicago area. I don't know. Kind of pick your poison situation there. Alright, the light on the side of my trailer, that white light up there above my status light, I don't know if the camera can pick it up. That's indicative of a leak in in a tire, possibly. Now, this one bolt is the same street that I took last time on the way in here. I think it might have been the same street I took on the way out too, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go straight down to what that next. Maybe I should have gone that way. I don't know. Yeah, I think I would have been better taking that street. What's this say here? Oh no! That's on the side street. Okay, so no trucks allowed on this side street here, and that makes sense. A brake retarder is not allowed within city limits. Yeah, this is a slightly longer route, but it's truck legal. You might have said there was that sign there saying brake retarders not allowed within city limits. Again, that's a good sign that we're okay on this road. Not to mention, got all these signs here telling that you can't. Trucks are not allowed to make turns onto any of these streets either. So. Alright, well, that said, man, I don't know. Because Indianapolis, you got to go around everything there too, so man, I just don't know. I might just go ahead and go up to go up past Allentown and get on I-80. Deal with it, and then it'll be I-80 all the way across to California from there. Alright, so that'll be the plan, I guess. I would definitely ponder, at least, I mean, consider going I-70 across, but a truck route that way. Not going that way. I-470, the ramp for 476 is this way. Alright guys, well, I said we're just going to go straight down this street. It'll get us, well actually I think we'll have a turn to make to get to the, yeah, I think I have I have a couple of turns that I'll have to make right before I-476 to get us onto through the toll booths to there. And, alright, well from there it's, just the rest of this interstate time. I think this pretty effectively covers what we need to cover for this video though. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one a day. Alright, so the amount of time I have between now and then should definitely give me enough time to work with to get some other miscellaneous stuff added in between, like backing analysis or things I see while trucking compilation or something. So probably plan on seeing at least a backing analysis video, if not also thing I see compilation possibly in between this and the Moss Landing delivery. Alright, till then though, alright, I want to say thank you for hanging out and watching as always. Alright, no, that's for cars only. This is the same street that I was, oh come on. Alright, yeah, we gotta go up to, because you can get onto 476 right here if you're in a car, but they don't allow trucks here. You go straight down the road to the light that's on the other side of that bridge thing there, make a right, and then there'll be another right to get onto the ramp. Alright, so like I say, I'm gonna call this one a day, and we'll see you either on one of the analysis or compilation videos, whatever, or hopefully before I get to Moss Landing. Otherwise, see you in Moss Landing, alright? You all have a great day, and I'll see you then.